A while back, I did a story about David Hobbs, a local to Thomson who won the Alabama State Arm Wrestling Championship. I wanted to see what he was all about, so I challenged him to a match myself.
I'm gonna do it. Okay, we're going back. It's going back real quick. It's going back. Okay.
I did okay. So since we were in Thomson, I only found it appropriate to go to where he trains and challenge him to a rematch.
Here we go. What's going on, sir? What's your name?
Sean.
Sean, I'm Brandon. Where are we at right now? Talk to me a little bit about the business establishment that we're in.
Yeah, well, this is the Dog Pound Boxing Academy. This is where I host fights and such. I have fighters come from all over the country. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to get some of the kids out of the community that has this, likes to get a little bored, maybe get in a little trouble.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is we want to try to keep them off the streets and bring them in and give them a safe haven.
Oh, that's nice. How long have you guys been doing that?
Well, we actually opened up the doors October 1st, so we're really new.
Wow, so you guys are really new.
Yeah.
What made you decide that it was important to, do things for these kids in the community?
Well, I was one of them. I grew up in Thomson my whole life, and I was a kid that grew up a little rough, and I asked my parents, I said, hey, can I learn how to box? I kept getting beat up. So my dad said, well, son, there's no boxing gym in Thomson, and whenever the opportunity arose for me to be able to do it, I said, what better place than Thomson?
Now, I had to ask Sean if he could give me some tips before my big rematch.
Now, I've been training all day in Thomson. I've had some food. I had a milkshake. Protein. Do you think that I can get some workouts in and get ready before? I'm going to talk to him first, but then I'm getting my rematch. Do you think I can do that here?
Absolutely. Now come back with it. Come on.
Hadouken. All right, guys. We're here for our last stop of the day in Thomson. I already got an intro about the gym, but here beside me, I bet what you guys didn't know was in Thomson. Thomson has its own mountain of a man. David Hobbs, arm wrestling champion. David, how you doing today?
What's going on, Brandon? How are you, man?
For people who don't know, and when I met David, guys, David had just won the Alabama State Arm Wrestling Championship.
Yep, left hand 242 class.
Left hand 242 class. So, well, okay, but to put all that away. For people who don't know, tell us a little bit about how long you've been arm wrestling. Talk about some of the championships that you won. Give us the rundown about yourself.
Okay. Well, I started arm wrestling about 8 years ago. I've been training for pretty hardcore for about 6 years. I started out in Colorado, Durango, Colorado. Believe it or not, I was actually a professional tour guide and adventure guide. And it's
giving
crazy.
tours.
You can't make this stuff up, I'm telling you, man. So we were at a biker rally taking care of some people. And anyway, I saw there was an arm wrestling tournament going on. So I got my buddy to kind of watch my shift. I went down to see what's up, and I made it to the final championship round.
Nice.
So that was awesome. The rest is kind of history. I moved back to Georgia and started competing pretty hardcore. I started out as an amateur, so I've won, Florida state title in the amateurs, stuff like that. I've had a lot of pro tournament wins, a lot of super matches. Had a few losses, had a few wins, more wins than losses.
It's about the journey, though.
It's about the journey, man. It's a humbling process.
So how did it make you feel, the big one, I think, was the Alabama State one. How did that make you feel when you got that win and you brought that home back here to Thomson?
It was huge. It was huge. Winning the Alabama State Championship, that's one of the biggest, most prestigious tournaments in the Southeast. It was huge. And bringing that back to my community, it meant a lot to me and my family.
Nice.
It was good.
That's very awesome. Well, it's awesome that you did that. Now, for those who don't know, I know sometimes when people see arm wrestling, they think, it's just this, but there's actually a whole science to it. Talk to us a little bit about what goes into arm wrestling, some of the techniques. Give us the rundown.
So arm wrestling is not exactly what everybody thinks, which is side to side. No, that's completely inaccurate. It's a pulling sport. So you are pulling essentially back and forth, back and forth. Tendons are a huge part in our sport. Rising pressure, pronation, supination. It's a lot.
All right, so let's talk about some of the stuff that you have going on in the future. You know, what's next for David Hobbs in his arm wrestling journey?
Okay. So what's next is December 1st, Hot Springs, Arkansas. I've got a YouTube pay-per-view going on at Monster Michael Todd's house. Oh, wow. And that's probably the biggest platform I've been on. Nice. So very blessed. Thank you. I appreciate that. April of next year in Ohio Tri-State Championships, I'll be the main event, pulling a guy named Todd Jackson. So that should be a good time. And yeah, man.
Well, I'm not a fortune teller, David, but I can tell you what's going to be going on in your direct future. I didn't just come out here today to get a rundown about what you do again. I came back out here for a rematch.
Is that a fact?
All right, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. They don't know what's gonna hit him. Let's go, champ. Let's shock the world today, champ. Let's go. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. They don't know what's gonna hit him.
This is the moment I've been waiting for. I'm challenging you for every arm wrestling championship that you've ever won. If I win today, they're all mine. Deal?
Deal.
And deal.
Deal.
And if you win, I will give you a stern nod in acknowledgement. Yes. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do we have a referee?
All right. Make sure those wrists are straight, guys. Make sure you're good and lined up. Ready, set, go.
I got it. K-Tron, I'm almost there, baby. I'm coming home, K-Tron. 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 Oh, wait. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back.
We have a winner.
Good match.
It was a good match. I tried, but I may have a little bit more training to do before I'm on your level. But thank you very much for doing what you do. Thank you very much for representing Thomson well. But this ain't over. I'll be back.